What's up, everybody? It is another robe kind of day. If only it was Bitcoin moving, it'd be even more deserved, but we take what we can get. We've had a lot of sideways trading. On the coin. Luckily, other alts picking up the slack here. We're going to take a look at some price targets today. Most specifically on everyone's mind, we're going to take a look at Doge. Why should you be buying it? Should you not be buying it? What am I doing? We'll find out. What else is on the agenda here? We got a bunch of things. There's some news and stuff. I don't know. News is boring. What's up, everybody? What's up, Joshua Gonzalez, Chris, Tyler, Titan? What's up, man? Dude, it's my pledge. We wear the robe on moon days, and I think we can take that from yesterday's Doge move. I think that's a roby kind of day. Master Benny, what's up, man? Chris, Hendrick, CJ, Chris, Crimson, Topher, what's up, bro? Web Zombies, the beautiful Mala, everybody's here. Just waiting on maybe a few of the others. Where's Steve? Steve's got to be here. What's up, Greg Peters, James, Forkner, Crypto Slowjo, my man. What's up, dudes? First and foremost, let's just get this out of the way really quick. Won't take long. Please smash that like button for the new stream. Please, please, please. If I don't get enough likes, I'll turn into a toad. It's in the contract. Smash the likes. It helps other people find the stream, gets us visibility and engagement on YouTube's platform. Much appreciated. What's up, LNS and Matthew Trent? How you guys doing? False flags. Smash that like. Second, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're live almost daily here. You don't want to miss them. Jump on in, hit subscribe. After the show, you can join us on Discord 24/7 live stream. Chart there, educational resources, content, live chat, whale alerts, all kinds of goodies. It's free, but best and most importantly helps you keep up with the stream. YouTube doesn't always show us in search results or give you notifications. Like maybe today, I'm not seeing myself on my own search. Is what it is. Stupid. I really don't think we are. Maybe we are. And Discord's the only way to find us. And last but not least, check out that Patreon. Join May 1st. Don't join now. If you join now, you'll get charged again on the 1st. It's a bad deal. Don't do that. Wait until May. There will be more one-on-one slots opening then. So double dip. Twice as nice. What is this music? This is not hype music. There we go. I'm going to play. Anyway, let's jump into the TA here. Let's get into that analysis. We're going to look at Doge first. Why Doge? I think that doesn't even need to be asked. Doesn't even need to be asked at this point. Wow. April 13th, Doge was trading at just under 7 cents today. Hitting a monstrous 45 cents on the dot on Binance. USDT pair wild. Oh yeah, that news. So this isn't maybe even in the news, but this is something I noticed and observed. I figured I'd share with you guys. Doge's rally, this rally right now, comes off of a very specific change actually on the Reddit forum. Yeah, wild. Not necessarily saying that is why this happened, but this is, the timing of this is really too close to discount. So Wall Street Bets, everybody knows Wall Street Bets out there, crypto or not. As of what, 2, 3, 4 days ago, maybe 4 days ago now, allowing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin posts. This is new for you guys who aren't in the know about Wall Street Bets. They have long banned, silenced, muted, whatever, gotten rid of any kind of crypto talk on their massive forum. They enable it, they allow it, they have people on the platform now, and look at this, Doge runs. What does that mean for Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, we'll take a look too. But man, the timing is wild. Go take a look. That's a big step. You know, that's another kind of gate that is open now for the crypto world. They wouldn't allow it. It was too risky. I will say, in their defense, they also don't really allow discussion of penny stocks, things that they view as really, really high risk kind of gambling trading. And so I think that it's rational that maybe they would have excluded crypto for a while. And for me, it's just awesome that they now are forced to acknowledge our power, man. So maybe that's why we're rallying. Maybe it isn't. Man. Who the heck knows? But it's interesting. Doge on the monthly. All right, we're at new all-time highs. Wild, of course. I mean, I have to look at that. Let's go down to this weekly. Looking a little more interesting here. We have a little more movement. Weekly close on the 1st of February suggests support. 7.8 cents. This might be a decent target to look for. You see a sell-off. Make this a little thicker for you guys at home. Before that, December 28th, same thing, support being suggested at just under a penny. So is this helpful? Not really. These are really, really far away, far below us targets. It would be uncomfortable to see those. If we take a look at our fib retracement tool on Doge, we see the 618 retracement sitting at about 10 cents. The 0.5 at 13.6. This may be a decent spot to look to enter. Do I think right now is a good time to enter? Absolutely not. No. Not a chance. Why? Sure. Doge can continue to go up. Yeah. We'll take a look at targets here, but that could happen. Think of it this way. Everyone's been talking, you know, on the internet and such of Doge to $1. That was a dream not that long ago. Doge to $1. $1 from here is about 3x. At its highest traded point, it's really just above 2. That is not a lot of upside. Could it go past $1? Okay, sure. Here's where I'm getting at. This is what I'm getting at, guys. You're buying this asset after an insane run. Insane run over the last few months. Let's look at this change. I'll take it from December. This is kind of when it's popped off. From 0.0024 cents to 45 cents is an 18,500% change. That's an entire bull run for Bitcoin. That is 186x. You're going to buy this at 186x. You might get 2x out of it, 3x out of it. If you're lucky, maybe 5. You know, those sound great, but consider all the other cryptos that have not run like this yet. There's so much more potential upside on different plays right now that it seems wild to me that people are going to FOMO into this. I personally have been selling my Doge into Bitcoin hand over fist. I filled, oh my goodness, like 11 orders last night while I was sleeping. In Bitcoin pair, we could look at that too. But be careful here. I could see this going to $1. I could. It's not guaranteed. That's really the gamble there, is you have a not guaranteed dollar for like a 2-3x, and then potentially what, 10-cent retracement down to 10 cents? That would be a 77% retracement. That's a bad risk to reward. I really caution you guys, maybe feeling tempted about it today from doing that. You do what you want to do. Let's actually, I still want to look at where we might see this dollar. 50 cents is honestly what I was looking at once we got that solid break to the upside. It's a nice psychological value. It's odd that we stopped at 45 cents on the dot. It's, clearly showing that there were limit sell orders sitting there at 45 cents on the dot. With decimal points, it's very unusual to see whole numbers like that. 45000000. Not common. It's not a common thing to see. Our Fibonacci extension tool gave us a target of 34 cents. This is actually where I thought it was going to stop running, in all honesty. 34 cents. Blew past my expectations. Let's use our tool again here. One more time. Still don't get that 50 anywhere. Really don't. We do see this 80 cents up here. I had some other chart that was suggesting closer to $1. Charts are fickle. Maybe it was the Bittrex chart. That's possible. We see a little agreement up here at around 80 cents between these two measured moves. That's actually interesting to me. And being close enough to $1 would be actually pretty savage. Just see it run to 80 cents and have all these people expecting $1. That may be possible. Bad risk to reward. Bad risk to reward. This is literally the kind of risk to reward you'd be looking at if you went long right now. In my opinion, that's terrible. It's like a 90-something% downside. For
imagine the epic shorts at $1 or way too easy.
Agreed. Agreed, man. Web zombies, dude. Will people short it $1? Of course. I mean, of course, it's such a weird thing. There's so many people looking at that price point that there's only two real options here for me. Crypto is hardly ever satisfying. So we either hit maybe that 80 cents and sell off 81 cents. That sounds pretty on point in my mind. Or we hit $1 and we run past $1 and probably just halfway up into it, $1.30, $1.90, something weird and blow off topish. And the reason I would say that's crypto-esque is whenever too many people are looking at something, whether that's a price or a coin, it tends to not deliver. Now we do have a different kind of, I guess there's probably a different investor profile here from Wall Street Bets, but I would argue that it's likely very similar to what is already in crypto, and so it's probably not that impactful. Either way, I just can't imagine this. Please be safe. I know I'm never going to be able to convince people to trade safely. I'm well aware. Hopefully someone heeds that warning. Where are my indicators? Moving averages are obviously not going to be anywhere near price, so we're not even going to bother with them. RSI, here's really the only cool thing I see, is on the daily. RSI looks decent. It's super overheated. Super overheated, however. The highest point in price is the highest point in RSI on the daily. That is good. It's actually good. Same is true with MACD. We have this crappy signal line on it. The highest point on MACD, our histogram, also the highest point in price. That means that we do not have bearish divergence. That means that we could see that leg up again. Just the risk to reward there is so low. A 2x in crypto is barely gaining, barely making gains. There are many coins that have 100x potential, possibly even 1000x potential out there. I'm not going to pretend to be able to just spoon feed you them and you make 1000x, but what I can say is the upside on this Doge right now seems rationally lower than other options out there, so consider that. Just consider that before you FOMO into it. There we go. This is what I was looking for. We do have some signs pointing to 50 cents here. Yesterday's swing high to swing low, we do see the 3 extension. We've been hitting 3 extensions here on Doge left and right, is about 51 cents. Assuming the bottom is in right now here, we don't get that number really from anything. 1272, meh, not really important. 30 cents right here. This is a nice psychological value, pretty close to the previous peak that was resistance, tested as support. This could be a local support here. Trading below this level, I think you just start to look for retracement there. But so far, this doesn't look bad. I think there may be at least another rally in the future. I just don't have high hopes that it's going to sustain. You know, if Doge does hit $1, it's very unlikely to stay there. Extremely unlikely to just hit $1 and go sideways and everyone's happy. No. Wherever this does find its top, it is in price discovery. We are going to see significant selling, and it's going to be fast. You're not going to be able to catch it the next day. It's going to be a fleeting second, as all tops typically are. So be careful with Doge. I really don't think we're going to see more than $1. I've been wrong before. You know, make your own trades. Bitcoin surprisingly boring. Surprisingly boring. Our in-stream call when we had Crypto Face on last time, we did snipe this bottom. I was looking for 64. We came just shy. 63.8. But, I mean, for an in-stream call, that's pretty sweet, man. not planned, just hanging out, making calls last stream. That was a 3.6% take, not bad. Our upside target's on the corn. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, there's a little comparison that I wanted to bring into people's lives here. Where are we? Going. Yes, let's see. There's something interesting I want to point out here, and the reason I'm bringing it up first is that it is a relationship that we've seen between Doge and Bitcoin, and I think this is going to be important. So let's do this quick. Chart back. All right, I'm gonna wipe all these, wipe all this crap. Let's get rid of everything. Okay, we're going to go on to the daily. There's something really important here you guys want to see. We're going to take a look at it. So, we're seeing something interesting here. I'm sure a few or more of you have noticed this, or at least are feeling it. There's something in your gut that's like, what is happening? This feels familiar. And you're right. If we look at Doge's rallies here, the 1st of January, we're going to go through and we're going to mark these on each corresponding day. So, what we're noticing, 7th, and we don't have a large enough sample size at the moment to really draw a conclusion, but it's too much to ignore. It's too much to ignore in my opinion, so I think you guys are going to want to hear this. Let me... 21st, one more. 13th of April. 13th of April. So here's what's going on. There's clearly, at least in this sample size of data, some kind of correlation going on between these two. Doge, I think it really starts here though. The 27th of January. You guys aren't going to be able to see that too. 27th of January. Doge had cooled off from reaching about 1.3 cents. Really just traded sideways, and then the 28th we saw a giant green.
Long time no super chat. Thanks for everything, Papa Tom. Hope everyone has a great day.
What's up, by Karma? Yeah, man, it's been a while. Thank you for the 69. Very nice. Thank you, bro. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Good to have you back. See, where was I? The 27th. Here's where it starts. We could argue this is kind of in there, but it's not really that correlated for these. On the 27th of January, the 28th, we saw that first explosion of not just hype, or not just price, but hype. This was a hype time. I see in my analytics, you guys probably remember it. The 27th. So what happened with Bitcoin the 27th? It's interesting. We had our red candle, well, it had a green one. And then it started to trend back up. Doge hit its high. Bitcoin started to trend up. Here's where it gets spookier. Doge topped out about February 7th. That's right here. And I'm going to get rid of these dates. And you'll see why in a second. This candle right here. Bitcoin had a red daily. Doge topped out for a while. Traded sideways again, just like back here. And Bitcoin went from 38,000 to 59,000. It wasn't quick, but it was a grind up. That happened as soon as Doge on the daily topped out. Bitcoin had a red day and then just moved up. Doge traded sideways afterwards. Now, where are we? Doge is rallying again. Bitcoin didn't perform so hot while Doge was consolidating. Happened here. Now Doge is moving up. So what are we looking for? This is what you don't want to miss. We're looking for Doge to top out. Doge topping out to repeat this pattern is likely going to be when Bitcoin starts moving. And we do have a higher high here. We haven't really gotten much fuel under our butts yet, much fire. But this is what I'm watching for. Bitcoin doing not much. Doge, I want to see this blow off top and I want to see the retracement. And I think that's going to be what we're looking for as a signal for Bitcoin to continue higher. That probably wasn't as smooth as I planned to describe it, but there is a relationship there. You don't have a huge sample size. You can check it out for yourself. But it's there. As soon as we see Doge top, I'm going to be looking for Bitcoin to move. Why? Well, I guess money is flowing into Doge. We see that. People like me are taking profits from Doge directly to Bitcoin through the Doge Bitcoin pair. It makes sense. There's a lot of capital going into Doge. That gets sold into Bitcoin. Bitcoin gets a little extra fire. And really, I think it's the attention, too. Everyone's kind of distracted with Doge. If Bitcoin starts pumping, they're not going to really be looking at Bitcoin right away. And you guys know it loves to pump on those conditions. It loves to pump on those. Things are looking pretty decent there. Upside targets on Bitcoin. I'm actually starting to look at this 2618 extension more than I was. Originally, we were looking for sevens, mid sevens, back here in February, March. But now that we've consolidated at this level for so long, I really think that we're going to be looking higher. We didn't quite hit our target before 65.1. That was a more local extension. Didn't quite hit it. I think we came $100 shy. That's 0.2% or something away. Now we're still grinding up. I really think we're going to be heading for these deeper 80s. I think that we may see some kind of pause around 76-ish. We see a lot of kind of agreement in our extensions here, and we do find that they do become take profit targets. They're not resistance. But people look to take profit at these. It's just almost undeniable. We will get another extension. That's what's going to be interesting. And what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of eyeball it. We're going to assume that it bounces at the low here on this support. And here's what's spicier still. We get that 76 again. This is pretty telling. Rarely do you get it so clean. There's a 2 extension, a 4 extension, a 3 extension. There's a little bit here as well. And that's if this is the bottom, if this is where we bounce. That's a pretty easy target to call. I think we'll see slight consolidation. Really just a little take profit. And I think we're going to move to that 86 really quick. Here's kind of the bad news, though, for a lot of people out there. Everyone's very hype on alts right now. When Bitcoin moves, dominance is going to rally with it. It's just the nature of the beast. To the upside or downside, Bitcoin dominance tends to move up when Bitcoin makes big moves. Risk appetite dries up and people look to take profits back into Bitcoin. This is the flow of the market that we have seen for, well, there's only really 11 years, 10 years of history, but that's what we've seen in our history. And that's what we're going to be looking for again. There's no reason to look for something new as long as what we know and what we've experienced has been happening over and over again, or we find evidence that there's some reason to look for something else. So I'm betting on that. What's unfortunate is I know people are hyped on alts right now, and isn't that fitting of this space? Everyone's talking about alts. No one's talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin moves and everyone's trapped in alts. They're selling for a loss back into Bitcoin, and that's probably when Bitcoin will chill out again and alts will rally. You guys know the whole Bitcoin dominance thing that we've talked about it a lot in the last few months. Throughout this market, or throughout this bull cycle, we're expecting Bitcoin dominance to drop back down to 2018 lows or lower. But in between the dropping, and when Bitcoin makes large moves, we're going to expect to see pullbacks on Bitcoin dominance. And while that doesn't sound good, what it does do is it opens up opportunity for new positions. And that would suggest that right now might not be the time for new alt positions. I think that makes sense. Man, my throat, one sec. I think that makes sense with how much hype there is. Everybody can't be on the winning side, guys. It's unfortunate. Ethereum. This is some spices. 2,000. 550. 48, close enough. Hit yesterday. Yesterday was a spicy day, man. Alts are really seeing this love, and that's making me nervous. Making me nervous. We still have our upside target here. We're really applying the same practice to Ethereum's highs that we just did for Bitcoin's to get an idea of where we might look, where the next targets might be. 32.2, actually 30 or 27 here. We see line up with February's retracement and our local retracement here. 2,444 basically. This was our upside target after the high was broken. We traded a little higher. See this red line, we already had it there. This cat. Not really much on that guy, it's a little janky. So I'm still looking for 32. I don't think that that's even the end of this rally, guys. People are so kind of, I don't even want to say bearish, but they're being really conservative with upside bull market targets. Like, it's weird. It's very strange. If you look at Ethereum in 2016 alone to 2017. Let's see what percent we saw of a move. Nothing is easy. 24,000% to the top from the bottom in 2016, just a year on Ethereum last run. So people are starting to be like, oh, Ethereum's topping out. And of course, everything's topping out as it moves up. That's what I was talking about with Doge. The gains, the longer or the farther from the bottom you are, the less gains there are to the upside. But are people really going to try to argue that an almost 25,000% gain on Ethereum last cycle is now going to be like 3,000? That just doesn't make sense to me. Like 3,500 would be that 3,200 target. Sure, we might not get 25,000%, but come on. It'd be realistic here. 15,000%, not that crazy. 10,000%, not that crazy. Those numbers are much higher. These are much higher. This could take to the end of the cycle, but I do expect that this isn't even moot talk. I do expect Ethereum to hit 5 figures by the end of this. That's really not far from where we are now. We're at a quarter of that. That's a 4x. That's kind of what we were talking about on Doge. There's a lot of these coins are high up. A lot of them haven't broken all-time highs yet, and I think that is where you're going to find the better upside. Litecoin comes to mind. Other coins in this category, though. Let's see. Dash, Neo, probably XLM, BCH, Tezos. Off the top of my head, man, Vertcoin, Monero. Look for these larger cap coins that aren't at all-time highs yet. Why? Because they have more potential upside just by, I don't know, basic math. Oh. Are these all on regular? That's going to be bad. Good, no they weren't. Basic math. Everything, in my opinion, I've been saying this for years, way back when it wasn't popular.
If you get a chance to look at UBXT, man, I'd be really grateful. Thanks, sir.
What's up, Crucible? Crypto, my man. Thanks for the 5. We can take a look. I'm gonna get through everything first, but I got your chat there. Thank you for the 5, dude. I've been saying this back when it wasn't popular. Probably still isn't. I think every coin is gonna break its dollar value high. Why? Because Bitcoin's gone 10, no, I guess it's more like 3x from its high. To just break its high is not really a big accomplishment. It's not a huge accomplishment. Bitcoin is the base of the value here, and if that base is increased 3 times, it makes sense that, well, something else, especially something with a lower market cap that's more volatile, will look to test those values. So honestly, that is probably the best advice anyone can give you right now. I just noticed this. Never noticed this trend line before. Just noticed this while I was talking. Pretty cool. That is a cool trend line. I like that. Litecoin here. out of resistances on the monthly. I think the weekly here at 324, it's reached up to almost those levels today. That's it. There's really nothing after that. In fact, I've been arguing for a while. There's nothing after 272. It's just a matter of time to test that all-time high at 420. What a perfect number. What a perfect number for it to be. So we're going to get into some moon math here as well. We're going to look at a bunch of these retracements quick, and we're going to see what they might suggest. March's sell-off. March's sell-off. Looking for 606. Pretty good. As high as 965, pretty great, right? They can get sillier, though. We can get into some real moon math. It's real moon math. I showed you guys this on another previous stream, but why not look at it again? We're going to do this with a bunch of coins, so don't worry.
Thanks for your work, Tom. Don't forget to hit like.
Fixie Harmon, my dude, thank you, sir. And yes, don't forget, smash that like button. Appreciate you, my friend. 2,500. This is where Ethereum is right now. This is why I'm saying look at other coins. It doesn't have to be Litecoin, but there's many in this scenario. We see a little agreement here between really macro extensions. At 2,500, that's a 725% gain, as opposed to maybe a double, triple on Doge. You'll see this on so many coins. There's a lot of upside. What's going to make it easier to sort through for you guys? Just going to put this up there. What's going to make it easier to sort through is you don't even have to look at it in dollar. On the dollar pair, look at the Bitcoin pair, LTC BTC. For example, this is going to be the easy way to identify what coins have more potential upside. Now, this doesn't guarantee anything. Nothing is a guarantee in trading. But this is the best way, the fastest way, to look at something and say, hey, there might be some upside here. This is Litecoin valued against Bitcoin. There we go. And as you can see, for the last 3 years, it has really just made lower highs, trended down, and potentially now, at the start of April, basically on the 1st, this is the first sign of real, in my opinion, real potential reversal. We're seeing higher highs. Yes, we've gotten that before. But with every other coin virtually running, I think we also have some really great monthly MACD stuff going on. It makes sense. That's a beastly monthly candle, man. If you can close that there is 14 days too early. If you can close that there, that's a beast monthly. That is a reversal. And you can see in the times it has reversed, Litecoin and Bitcoin pair tends to make pretty beast reversals on the monthly. There we go. This is what I was looking at on the monthly here. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of the signal line or the MACD line. However, the histogram, first little pop of buying momentum. We have the twist on the monthly. This is really where this play is coming from. I agree, it is too early to call this with it. But man, this weekly is looking good. Your monthly is twisting. Your weekly is also just twisted now. And look, I didn't even have to move the circles. Same place, same time. Monthly and weekly are twisting. Histogram went from selling momentum to buying momentum at the same time. This has upside left. Dogecoin trading at its highest value against Bitcoin ever today. That gives you an idea of what you have left. Against Litecoin, or against Bitcoin, Litecoin has a 5x back to its highest point. Can it break its highest point? Sure. Anything could. I'm not really going to bet on it, though I'm not going to sell all my Litecoin before then. But if we want to take a more conservative approach, we're just going to look at the retracement. We're going to look at the 0.5 or the 0.618 retracement here. This is almost a 2x in Bitcoin back to just the 0.5. So that means if you had 1 Bitcoin worth of Litecoin right now, and it went to just its 0.5 retrace from its high, you would virtually double. You'd have almost 2 Bitcoin worth of value there. You'd have 1.8 actually.
Unofficial trade pairs is damn near a guarantee.
Yeah, there's we've been hitting some fire on the Patreon setups. Thank you, Matthew Trent. Thank you, my man. Thanks for the 10. They are some fire. Back to the 618 is a 2.3% or 2.3x in Bitcoin pair. So if you had one now, it'd be 2.3 up at the 618 retraces or retrace. These are very high probability retraces on almost every move. They're commonly our target, and it almost seems as if it's just a matter of time until everything eventually retraces to these levels, whether it be to the upside or downside. So I find this to be high probability, but this is not unique to Litecoin. If you don't like Litecoin, that's fine. You can just go and find this on something else. Find something that is low in its valuation against Bitcoin. That is the BTC pair, and you will notice that by, well, a lot of red candles. It's going to be the tip-off. Find these guys. You don't want to you don't want to attempt this with any new coins. If you have, you know, I don't know, 3 weeks of trading history and it looks like this or something, that doesn't count. You want long trading histories on large market cap coins, and there's a lot of them. If you scroll back, I just named like a ton of them that you can look into that are all in this situation.
Please, good sir. I loaded up on some last night.
What's up, Sharknado? Thanks for the 5, my man. I can get to that as well. NKN. I named him in this episode. There's many. It doesn't have to be Litecoin. You guys know it's my favorite. But I named like 5 or 6 of them. So here's, you know, this is what we were just looking at. Literally, this is the Bitcoin pair of Doge. This is not what we want. This isn't it. It's at an all-time high. We want the opposite. To be honest, if the chart looked like this, I would be a buyer. I would definitely be a buyer. Why? Because I would be looking for that retrace. That sweet, sweet retrace. Back to 366. As low as 248 or 284. I have been trading this Dogecoin every year. Let's look at this history quick. Look at how consistently Dogecoin rallied and sold off virtually to the same levels over and over and over again. That level is right around 15, 16 sats. This is how we knew to go long. This is going to be certainly the best patron trade setup ever in the history of me posting and the future. That's how we knew to go long in December. It returned to this mean area. We scaled in from 20 to 15. We caught the bottom. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought it would trade up to 736 sats today. No. You better believe I was selling it. Whatever people are hyping, I'm selling. Have more layer orders for transparency here. That's 4,500% against Bitcoin. That's insane. That's almost a 50x in Bitcoin paired. That's wild. Never would have thought it would go that high, but transparency, I have more sell limit orders set in this pair. I have 750, 8, 850, 9, 950, 1,000. Why? Because you're never going to know with these pumps. With these wild pumps, man, you're never going to know where they stop. TA isn't really going to help you when it's this explosive. But what you can do is layer orders up smoothly. And then you know you're going to be selling it. At least you're going to have some sells near the top. Taking profit. This works especially well in Bitcoin pair. Man, I can't imagine this going any higher. That'd be wild. Hope it does. What's interesting to think about though is where is it going to return to? Nothing ever holds. Nothing ever holds it. It's a BTC value really. Everything retraces. I wonder if the new floor will be closer to 135 sats. Why? That's pretty close to this floor that the ceiling that was there before. We could say it's about 115. Maybe 115 is even better. That might be it. That might be the new 115 sats. Might be the new 15 sats for Doge. We'll see. I'm a buyer at 15 again. I'm not a buyer before there, and I would not be looking to rebuy at 115. No way. All right, we're gonna look at Veto. Before I forget, you got to get through these. Veto hit some targets. This is not the chart. VTHO hitting some of our targets and right on. There we go. Let's take a look. All right, from where were we? We were looking at about 5 cents. We were aiming for 10. Didn't quite take the path that I was looking for, but it did make it. Moved to our measured move at 20. Sold off. I'm not gonna lie. First thoughts. This is looking a ton like that. They're virtually the same movement in my just quick take here. Just an inverse head and shoulders. I know some of you at home probably can't see that, but that's what I'm seeing. Really similar. This is a little less volatile though. We did open, I guess I won't even say open. We did set an in-stream trade. When was this? April 10th. We were looking to enter VTHO at 1.6 cents. We were going to stop below April 2nd's low. And we were looking for a conservative target of 36 cents. Conservative target of 36 cents. Or 3.6 cents. I'm sorry, guys. Not looking for 36 cents. Though we may actually revise that. Let's take a look. Interesting.
Can you check Crow? 1 hour looking good.
What's up, Wee Zombies? Web Zombies. I always say Wee Zombies for some reason. Thank you, bro. Yeah, we'll we have a few coins to look at. We're gonna look at UBXT. I don't know what that is. NKN, and then we'll take a look at the old Crow, the Crow Master.
Thanks for sharing the experience, Mr. Heath. After you get through the coins listed, can you look at midterm Matic USD potential?
Of course, Kelly Kellum. Thanks for the 5. We had been having a $10 minimum, but I just don't feel like enforcing it today, so whatever. We're just gonna do whatever. I'm in a good mood, so let's finish up this VTHO, and I want to look at Verge quick, and also I'm gonna put out some moon numbers for the VTHO. So this is an in-stream trade, and for me, the in-stream trade are always gonna be more important to me that they're technical, risk sound, and that they close. That's gonna be my targets here. This does not mean VTHO is going to top out here. This is just where I was looking to make a safe trade that I felt comfortable sharing live on stream. I kind of do want to modify this down to 34 cents. It doesn't really change our risk to reward too much. It brings it from a 5 to a 6. And again, this doesn't mean the end. This could just mean a good place to look to lock in some profits. Something tells me that that 37 isn't right. Now that we're looking at this later, second look, something's telling me that we may actually be looking for a higher target of about 7, or that 37 is not really on point and that it's more of a 4-cent target. And then conservatively down here at this 3.4. Sure. So what we're gonna do, I'm glad that trade's working out. I have to go back and look on the 10th.
Got another 5 on it though, slightly smiling face.
Ah, no problem. Kelly, we have like Crypto Zombie or Crypto Sharknado, dude, my brain's mush. Who's been here for years, his patron. He's not tipping 10-40 either. It's okay. You appreciate it, Kelly. Damn. I never swear. So macro. We're looking at this macro. We're doing moon targets today, because it's a moon kind of day. Got the robe on. 618 retracement. I usually don't use these wicks, so I don't really want to. That's where we got 10 cents probably. I still like it. Now we're doing moon targets. Might as well go all in on the moon targets. We could see, I think this 8 cent actually looks pretty decent. I think that's a pretty good upside target. This is longer term. Likely after we see dominance drop more. in this 40-cent range as possible. You know what? Let's just go with 20 cents. Screw it. It's a nice 10x. It looks pretty. Doesn't feel crazy. Yeah. There we go. VTHO, I think you look great. Unfortunately, same position. I'd be looking to take profit. I wouldn't really be looking to open new positions, despite how good this looks. I really do see these as very similar looking structures. Even this looks pretty similar to all these. Very mathematic. Awesome, VTHO. Let's look at our indicators super quick so we don't make a fool of ourselves and find out there's something super technically ugly about this. Nothing at all in the daily. Looks fine. RSI is a little weird, but that is pretty typical before we have a significant breakout. It's just kind of petering. Momentum's up. I think this is good. I think I feel comfortable still with that. Yeah, the more I look at this coin, the more similarities I see between these retracement periods. So we saw on the weekly a sell-off in February, no bullish engulfing. Small weekly, and then an explosion of upside. So what do we have again? We have 1, 2 red candles. We don't have a bullish engulfing candle off of support or whatever this is. And then we have a larger next weekly. So what does that mean? Probably next week. Probably next week is when I'd be looking for that continued upside. What that really is a close above that weekly support, which we got here. Yep, this is right on track. You can see in this candle, we closed above weekly support, or resistance, I'm sorry. We'd be looking to do that again here in this week with 2 days to go. That's at 2 cents. Very similar setup. Everything about this looks similar to me. Close, run, close, run. So watch that weekly close. You have 2 days and 3 hours. Close below 2 cents. Means something's changed and means, well, maybe we're not really looking for these targets in the short term like we are currently. Right on. I can't believe how much this is sold off. Jeez. Mad new. I'm watching this for my own sake. Wondering if I'm addicted to having these orders fill now. What else is in the title? 505 watching. What's up, dudes and dudettes? Welcome. It's good to have you guys here. Lagging a bit. Let me check my connection. Yeah, dude, I'm dropping frames. WTF. What's up with that? Let's see if I can close some stuff. Oh, give me 30 seconds here. I'm going to try to troubleshoot. Nice. Someone sent me this. I'm going to try to troubleshoot here really quick. Live now, the mark of the beast. Something's weird with my connection. I'm dropping frames. Usually I can fix this pretty easily. I'm going to close down a few programs. Hollow blasting off. Is it? I wonder what is going on with my connection. CHC. It's funny, Rico, I don't know if you're here, brother, but me and Rico's biggest S-Coin gainers are battling it out right now. Doge versus CHZ. Battle of the gains, bro. I'm not gonna lie, you have the edge because Doge has 10 times the market cap now. So yeah, I think you have the edge here, Rico, but we'll see. See, buddy. It's all about ego. It's not even about money. Why am I still dropping? Okay, I'm really dropping frames, so I'm going to have to close some stuff quick, or we're going to lose everybody. One moment. So much. This is weird. This is unusually laggy. Ooh, we can look at coin then. Aha, I got some targets for the Coinbase. Yeah, I should still be lagging. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta turn something. Every time it's the same. It's the same problem every. All right, this works every single time. Hopefully, knock on wood. Let's see. All right. Looks like the connections bitrate is returning a little more stable. All right. Yeah, all right. Good. That would have been a bummer. Would have been a bummer if we got shut down by the connection again. I think we're good. Stream. Still dropping frames. Our connection might be bonk. Does it look better now, guys? Is things going better? Yeah, we have 500 watching and only 200 likes. No, crap. Maybe it's just my connection. I think CryptoFace might have given me his crappy connection problems. It's like a STD. It's much better than it was, though. Well, you know, guys, when you're a robe man, you never know what's going on in the background, right? That's all I'll say. Never know. I think we're good. I think we're good, right? Yeah, it's still choppy. I don't understand. Let me try one more thing. Yep, there it is. Son of a... Well, if this doesn't work, we're out of options. Be a bummer. Pull up that task manager. Task manager has to say about this. It's tomfoolery. It says everything's fine. Send 5 Mbps. That's not bad. Send 5. That's actually too low for 1080. Come on. I think good enough. We're gonna push through. But you know what helps internet connections, guys? Yes, I am lying about this, but do it anyway. Liking and subscribing to the stream. Like the stream, subscribe, hit the bell, enable notifications, and join the Discord. All those things somehow magically, and again, I am lying, magically help the stream out. So go ahead. Those things. Doesn't matter how much money you pay where I live, you can't get a better internet connection than I have, unfortunately. There's no option. We don't have fiber. We don't have anything. I'd have to move. Womp womp. All right, so let's look at these, the requests here. Let's look at these requests. UB, BXT, Ubix to BXT. Don't have it. Okay. That's just fine. Ubix to wait, I'm still doing load. I got really distracted by that, I'm not gonna lie. I hate when we drop frames. It's like my least favorite thing ever. It seems like we're good now though, so Fingers crossed. Keep hitting that like button and subscribe button. It's working. Clearly, it's working. I look over and it's dropping frames again. We'll push through and we'll see what happens. We're gonna look on FTX, I think. It's decent back to October. XTUSD. That's exactly what we looked at.
Tell Elon to hurry up with Starlink. We have Tar to get to.
Yeah, straight up, John Babkenny. I signed up for Starlink. I'm on the list. I had to pay them like $100 down payment or something, and I'm on it. So waiting for that sweet email to come through and tell me that my awesome internets, my space age internets are ready. Okay. Well, first thing that stands out, 1618 extension at 12 cents here. Higher target looking at 23.4 cents. Those are solid profit taking targets. We can certainly continue up this ladder and point out more. But I think for now, best case is going to be, let's take a look at that 12-cent mark, as that's a pretty solid trade, even from here at 41%. This can get tricky sometimes with the logarithmic chart. Determining how far these targets are. Okay, 10 cents. This is reminding me, 10 cents is always in play. Don't ever doubt it. 10 cents is always a psychological level. Same applies to 1 cent, $1, $10, $100, $1,000, $10,000, all of the above. We see almost always price doesn't necessarily reject, but it takes a little pit stop at those prices. We're going to look at some, what do we got on support and resistance here? Nothing on the monthly at all, really. That's anywhere near price. Let's take it down to the week. Weekly gives us a little bit more from the previous rally in February and retracement. We get 2 points of data. This is a pretty high confidence one, I think, on the bottom here, 2.1 cents. This is likely to be a strong support. You see some serious selling. I'm not sure that's what we're looking at really for the short term here, though. Not seeing anything bad yet. Where's RSI? Here we are. Now RSI looks pretty good on the weekly. We have our 20 just spawning on the weekly. Cool. We also have some local price levels here suggesting support, but these aren't, we wouldn't depend on these for a large position. These are local supports. Really, they get traded through. However, they are still levels. They're still values. For instance, in this weekly, I'd like to see it close above 8.1 cents. If we see trading below 7.1 cents again, I'm going to get a little bearish on this guy. A little bearish. Right now, I'm feeling good about it. And where might we look? 3.5 or 4.3 cents. I'm probably just going to take it from this wick. There we go. This is where I would start looking for an entry if I didn't have one. Down here at 42.3. Smells weird. All right. To the daily. To the daily. All right, excellent. That's what I was hoping for. This sell-off, not so terrible as the 20 daily moving average. We're losing frames. this is not going to work today. Son of a bee. Let me see if I'm going to take my phone off the Wi-Fi and crap. I don't know. But this is just going to drop everybody when it goes down to like 1,000 bits, bit rate, whatever. Message to the link. Internet has been weird the last few days. Really, since Crypto Face came on, I feel like he brought it to us. I think she was streaming earlier. Maybe that's why. Anyway, this is what I like to see here. Yeah, that's an ugly daily candle. However, it is the first test of the 20 daily moving average since March 16th.
Tonight is Martin's birthday stream over on Twitch. Would love to have you come by and bring your followers. Respect, TC.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Does it matter? It does matter. It's what it used to be. Love for you to come and bring everyone else. So you're inviting me to the party to invite everyone else to the party. I'm just kidding, man. Yeah, I don't know. I probably can stop by and I don't have a problem telling everybody what's going on. Thank you for the 5, my dude, and happy birthday, Martin, if you're out there. The State of Crypto on Twitch. Good dude. Good dude. First test of the 20 daily since March 16th, when it went from 2 cents to 8.5 cents. So if this holds, that's a pretty good daily candle, despite looking maybe a little ugly. MACD buying momentum is still there despite that red candle. That's a good sign to me. And get rid of. I hate these signal lines. I just don't see any value in them. I like the histogram. Daily bearish divergence on the daily. Not awesome. But that's pretty much everywhere in crypto. Doesn't really seem to be super impactful. Dudes, we're not going to be able to do this. I keep looking over and we're at 1,000 KBS. We need about 9,000, 7,000 to keep a stable stream. Oh, nobody's disconnected yet. It commonly would disconnect everybody as soon as it dropped. Maybe YouTube's making improvements behind the scenes. Maybe. I need music. If it's going to drop frames, I might as well have music dropping frames, right? Am I right? I'm right. Today, we do have this daily support here as well. I would like to see, this is what I can say about this guy. I want to see this daily candle on UBXT close not only above the 20 moving average on the daily, that's 2 hours to go. This is looking pretty likely. That's at 7.82 cents. Hopefully it can do that. That's the baseline of doing good. If it sells back off and closes below the 20, that is a really bearish sign. And personally, if I was in that, if I was in this coin and that happened today, and I didn't have a super strong position, I'd probably look to get out in profit, as closing under the 20 daily almost always leads to long consolidations or selling off. Every once in a while, you do see sell below the daily, and the next day bullish engulf back. It's just not a good bet. Ideally, though, I'm looking for this 8.64 cents, close above the previous daily resistance. Resistance, you know, kind of tested as resistance. You broke it. Now to back test it, that to me would be a great sign of heading to 10 cents, and likely this is how I would see it move. Move up to that 10, maybe pull back to like 9.82 before moving to 12.1. That's how I would see it move. And really that kind of fits with what we're seeing here. Yep. It's really perfectly. Do it this way. Yeah. Actually, that's really great. I'm going to clear a bunch of this. This is a really good scribble. Yeah. If you see this ascending wedge, right? This ascending wedge agrees with this support. I like the way that lines up. It's a test to the 20. That's very common, especially when you're breaking some kind of pattern. You see that if it holds, usually pop back in. Look where these trend lines cross, right at our target. So 12.1 cents is my target. We have the conditions of where we're looking to close and where we might be a little less confident in our position. I dig it. Dig it. You know what? I dig it enough that I can do something like this. I'm going to look to stop right here. And I'm going to look to take profit up there. That's 2.5. That's really bad risk to reward. There we go. Take it like that. See what happens. See what happens here. Bullish divergence, maybe. or no? It's really going to come down to this close today. I'm going to go ahead and thank Mr. Crucible. I don't know if you're still here, my man. I haven't been reading chat because I've been distracted. Hope you're still here. Good luck with this cat. See how that plays out. We're going to move it on. Move it on. To Crow. CRO. For Mr. Web Zombies. Thank you, my man, for donating twice today. Twice. Appreciate your generosity. Sorry about the quality of the stream today, though. I see that we're dropping more frames. Freaking wild. By the way, if you're watching this and it's a little choppy, try hitting refresh. Try hitting refresh. Sometimes that helps. It's all the troubleshooting I can do for you here. Crow BTC is actually catching my eye more than Crow USD. It's a good thing. Remember earlier in the episode, use your memories here. We're talking about coins with high upside potential, right? And we decided, or we talked about, how do we decide that? Well, we look at the Bitcoin pair. Where is it against Bitcoin in evaluation, and where has it been historically? Crow is one of the better examples of this. One of the better examples. It had a ridiculous selling period until they decided to burn a bunch of the tokens, and then it started rallying up again. But if you look at it, this fits our definition pretty darn good. The only problem is you have this consolidation area at around 350 sats where we are testing right now. What I'm liking, though, is we're seeing a series of higher lows. It looks as if to be painting a flat-topped triangle now. See it painting a flat top here. My target to the upside would be about 705 sats. That's a big gain. It's almost 2x. So I'm liking that. There is a lot of upside potential, man. It sold off so very hard. For this little trade setup type thing that we're looking at here, that's only the 382. That's barely a retracement. We're always looking at the 0.5 or the 618. That's much higher. There is a lot of upside here. Doesn't guarantee that we'll get it, but there's a lot of upside potential. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready. What's up, Lee? Whoa, is that the Lee? Or is that just some other Lee? Is that Lee that we haven't seen in ages, Lee? Is he here? And that alert might have just been delayed. They've been doing that. Oops. Even playing this breakout.
I decided I'm leaving my girlfriend and going all in on crypto. She has cats. I hate cats.
I don't like cats either, man. I can't say I hate cats, but I'm a dog person. Cats are alright. They smell like cat pee. Dogs don't smell like dog pee. Answer that. How's that possible? You can't. Anyway, even playing the breakout here at Crow on a daily close above 413 sats, you're still looking at almost 100, or you're looking at 100% upside to the 0.5. You're looking at almost 100% upside just to the 382. That's barely a retracement at all. And if we get that 618 or higher, you're already 158% in profit in Bitcoin. This has a lot of potential because it's not just how much it increases on Bitcoin. Imagine if we're kind of assuming Bitcoin is still climbing in price. If you are gaining Bitcoin while Bitcoin is climbing in price, that is a compounded gain. That is the magic sauce in this space. This is the magic sauce. Compounding gain. So the USD pair we'll take a look at here. But this, man, this BTC pair looks great. You have a lower low on MACD. You have a higher low in price. That is bullish divergence. What does RSI say? RSI agrees. That's so rare. You have a lower low on your RSI with a higher low in price. There is a lot of things suggesting bullish divergence here. The daily closes here are really making me think we're seeing this. The more times you test resistance, the weaker it becomes. That's what we're looking for. You can see I was a little less bullish before. Thought we were going to come down to test 259 before taking off. Didn't happen. You're above the 20, you're above the 50. The 200 looks like it's going to come meet 413 right here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is what happens. If price touches it, touches the 200 daily right as it touches that resistance. Wouldn't surprise me. You changed this up. What the heck? There you go. That wouldn't surprise me. Keep an eye out. There's some play to be made here. Look at the dollar pair quick. It's probably not as interesting. Never is. All right. All right. 28 cents. All-time high. Just barely missed it. Barely missed it on February's rally. Measured move looking at 58.5 cents. That's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid return. I think we're going to see that same bullish divergence here. Yes, we do. And weirdly enough, we're seeing that same flat top on the daily, except the difference is we've already closed above it here on the USDT pair. We haven't closed above it on the BTC pair. So this is actually looking more bullish than its Bitcoin pair. Doesn't really mean much by itself. I guess she's not using the internet, but our internet's just sucking. So this is really the same pattern as we were looking for on the BTC pair. Spicy. You would assume this happens a lot. Actually doesn't. You actually rarely see BTC and USD pairs move the same. He said she's not on the internet. I don't understand. Stealing all my internets. Change that Wi-Fi password. All right, yeah, CrowUSD looking pretty solid. I think there's likely something here I'm missing locally, probably on the weekly. Looks like. There it is. Boom. You have the local weekly support. 21.5 cents. Beautiful. And it's that. 17.7 cents. We can see that that actually was tested recently. Trading below that level is going to be ugly. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it below 17.7. Defaults. Alright, stupid. Why aren't you using my defaults, TradingView? I'd like to have a word with your boss. Above the 20, above the 50, exact same situation as is BTC paired. This is really odd. You don't see them parallel that often. So I'm going to give this a little roll, a little shot as well. I'm going to look for a back test of support again. 21.5 cents. See there. Close enough. And I'm going to look to play this to our measured move. Boom. That is a 9-to-1. I'll take that any day. 9-to-1. We might even be able to be a little more risky with our stop here. Nice. 8.75-to-1. We'll find out. All right, moving on. What's next? Nice, we still have 500 people with us. It's good to have you guys here. We're moving on. We're doing requests. Doing the requests. Next up is NKN, which I'm sure I don't have a chart for. Do have a chart for. I'm wrong. Let's see, did I ever do anything with this chart is the real question. Interesting. I don't remember this chart in any way, but that's okay. Sometimes that makes it more fun. This is for Mr. Crypto Sharknado. Mr. Sharknado. All right, we're already at our macro 1. Interesting. Or our macro 2 extension. All right, that would suggest that if we break it, we may be looking on a longer time frame for $5. That's a 5x. That's more than a 5x from here. There we go. There's a coin with some potential upside. see it yet. You have daily support at 57.9 cents. Wait, 56.6 cents. Below that, 31 point. Are these moving? What's going on? That's weird. 32 cents, 56.6. Likely to provide some support in the event of a sell-off. We don't really have any history below. That's okay. You've broken a while ago, whenever I was looking at this, all your resistance. Cool. 7.7 cents was never back tested as support. That's okay. Actually, that's been happening. Doesn't seem to be a big deal. Look from like here. No. 52 to 56 cents. Okay. This might be an interesting place if you don't have a position to try to take one. This is interesting. By the daily closes and opens here, and a more macro retracement, we have a nice little zone here. Supported also by just the psychological 50-cent value. That might not be a bad place to look to go long, at least back to $1 if it reaches it. If it reaches down this far, which there's no guarantee. That'd be an interesting play. I might even look at that. Daily. Resistance at $1.30 on the daily. Cool beans. Nothing too special. Are you ready? I'm ready. Ready. What's up, Joe Grows? I have a feeling that's like a delayed alert or a monthly kind of thing. Unless people are actually signing up right now, I don't know. Daily RSI looks great. It looks great. It has a setup to sell down a little more, where we might see that 50 cents. What would be nice about that is it would create daily bullish divergence on our lows. We have the highest point in RSI is the highest point in price. No bearish divergence on that dollar high. That's really what you're looking for and looking to avoid. MACD on the daily, possibility of that same bullish divergence setting up as momentum has just moved to selling from buying after that explosion. Price really doesn't seem to be reacting too tightly. Really not selling off that much. Why will you not use my presets? I don't want to do this live all the time. Consistency is key in trading, guys. It's tedious to keep resetting those, but you gotta keep it consistent. Let's zoom in a little. See if we can grab anything from the 4 hour. There's our 138. Yep. Four hours setting up for bullish divergence. I think this thing is an interesting coin. Let's take it from here. If the low is in, don't know. $3 is likely where I'd be looking next. $3. If the low is in here and we break back up, $3 is the next logical target. However, if we do trade down to that 52 to 54 cent area first, then we may be looking into like 420s, upwards of 5. That's interesting. So we don't know at this point. Things are looking pretty good. This has been heated up, but doesn't seem to be getting sold too hard. So I'm saying edges with the bulls. I'm not sure where it's going to catch. This 20-day moving average may come up and meet price, and that may be wherever it bounces. So Spicy's. It's an interesting coin. I don't remember looking at it at all. Weekly RSI is good as well. Awesome. We even have bullish divergence that we were looking for possibly on the daily. We already see it here on the weekly. We already have a lower low in RSI. You can see that between this low wherever this low ends up. Not confirmed yet. But if we see a reversal of any kind in price again, we're likely to lock in that weekly bullish divergence. That would be excellent. That'd be a great sign of that for that $5 target. Cool beans, thank you. Mr. Sharknado, you're the best. Who is next? Kelly. Matic. I hope you're still here, Kelly. Kelly Kellum. Reminds me of Casey Kasem from the radio a long time ago. Ooh, that's not Full name. Is this still under the ticker Matic? That was Polly. All right. Matic BTC still trading above support. There we go. Still trading above support. 568 sats. That is great, actually. We're going to stop and look at this for a second. Matic weirdly kind of looking like Doge here in the Bitcoin pair. So we saw this breakout a while ago. Just tested, back tested like every resistance and support on the way up. You blew up past your previous highs. And instead of falling back into doom, what happened? You back tested. You back tested your previous high. And now you may be seeing a bounce. We're going to look for more clues here, but that is a great thing to see off the bat. Period. Period. You had the buyers came in, pushed it to a new all-time high. Profit was taken. And now this looks like an accumulation zone occurring right above the previous resistance. Wow, I just got really itchy. Strange. Feels like really warm in here. I don't know what's going on. This is consolidation. This is orders being filled. This is people rebuying potentially with their profit that they've taken. Not enough bearish pressure to push this back below support at this moment. Oh wow, this is a powerful setup actually. We see bullish divergence here on our lows. We have a higher low and we have a lower low on MACD on our histogram. That's also true here on RSI. And this is a really interesting daily RSI setup. This is really weird. Not in a bad way. But that could be a pretty clear signal here. Okay. I'm actually a little more excited about this than I was. There we go. The nice part, this is pretty much a 50 bounce. 50 bounces are very spicy at times. It can be very powerful reversals when they are support or resistance. So this is looking good, and I haven't even gotten into too much real TA on this. Interesting. Interesting. So above you, obviously, you have the high, 937 sats. That will need to be tested and broken. I like these moving averages. I like these moving averages here. We have a potential setup for the kissing. I think what we can say pretty confidently is, oh my goodness, any close below 552 sats is not going to be too great. We're going to want to keep that as our low here. And if we do, we're absolutely looking to retest this high. If we can close above that high, the numbers get very nice. I would likely be looking for huge gain there. That's actually 1300 sats. That is where I'd be looking for. This is where I'd be looking as a measure move target if we can keep 552. So that this trade might look something like this. That's good. Might look something like that. 6-1. That's a pretty good risk to reward. I like it. We're going to take this off the week. There it is. Yes. Weekly doesn't look quite the same. That's okay. Weekly is a little odd. Something tells me that there's more to this pattern than we see. Cool. I'll take a look at the dollar pair quick, but honestly, everyone, I say this because I love you. Everyone should be looking at the Bitcoin pairs now, guys. With the way things are moving, the dollar pair is just going to be irrelevant. It always was, but it's going to be irrelevant. It's not going to help you determine if you're doing well or not, because everything is going up in dollars. Doesn't matter. Not going to be helpful. There's that same moving average setup, and this actually does look a lot like its Bitcoin pair as well. Actually does. Okay. measured move was at 41 cents. That was hit. Now we are... Okay, we closed above daily. It's daily here, right above it, 42.5. And now we are back testing it. It's 41. This is the real support. This is much more local. Not local. I don't think this one is as strong. Anyway. This is a pretty cool formation. Bullish divergence off of this low. We're going to have a bigger measured move now, though, because we have retraced deeper than previously thought. Yeah, a dollar. That's a pretty good target. That's a pretty good target. DC. Honestly, I feel like if this daily candle closes above 42.5 cents, that it will make a move towards the high. 54.4. And closing above it, I'm looking for $1. Easy. Easy peasies. I like the moving averages. Yeah, bullish divergence. It's a little janky on the rest of it, but that's pretty common in the space right now. Yeah, cool. Cool. Kellum, thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Alright, I think we got through them. Got through the requests, thank God. We have dropped so many frames this freaking episode, guys. I'm sorry. This really never happens to us. But I'm glad everybody's still hanging out. Got a bunch of people chilling. Wolfpack Investments Club. That reminds me of my brother Wolfpack. But I don't think he has an investments club. What's up, Vesemir? Crypto tonight. You're a pretty cool formation. No, you are. You are. No, you. No, you. Well, nothing has moved since we started streaming, as is the normal. Last time, as soon as we got off stream, started going up. Literally, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin all sitting exactly where they were when we start. Thank you. I'm gonna look at it. Queen quick. I really do think Coinbase's listing is starting to look like a tiny Head and Shoulders. Super tiny. God. Or is now, it can't be. Left shoulder can't be higher. This stock is trading very oddly. There's a lot of volatility for a stock. Stocks don't typically see 5% moves in a day. I am looking for $3.69.48 for the 0.5 retrace, or as deep as $383 for the 618. This is a lot of selling. It's a lot of profit taking, a lot of selling. Would not surprise me. Of course, this does not have a lot of history, so whatever. Check this out, man. That lines up pretty well. That lines up pretty well. All right. Yeah, I like those targets. Not a lot else to be said there, as it's only traded for a few days. So much. Interesting. I think this is going to be a really interesting one to watch. Highly recommend you keep an eye on Coin. Now, it is not a token. It is Coinbase's direct listing to NASDAQ. I have some high hopes for it. I think it's going to do really well. They're an extremely profitable company. They crushed Q4 and Q4 of last year, Q1 of this year. I expect good things of them. Looks like our UBXT trade is doing all right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feels weird in here. I'm gonna open a window. Yeah, the robe stays closed, brother. That's a different site. It's a different site coming soon. Just kidding. Where you at, Doge? Where you at, Doge? Where you at, Doge? Chillin', says Doge. I will say, the fact that it has not really sold off yet, we don't even see an hourly candle close above 34.1 here. This doesn't look like a top yet. If you rewind, go back to the beginning of the show, we get some valuable information on that. This is the first coin we looked at. Highly recommend it. And how I feel about it. Interesting. This was our measure move target for 35.7 cents. We did trade up to 45 cents, but it's interesting as we see this daily come to a close. Hour and 49 minutes to go. We see that price is selling off and consolidating at least right underneath that target. That's pretty spicy. Spicies. Immediate upside. 69. Giggity. 66 to 69-ish. Oh, that feels way better with the window open. Wow, it's starting to get very, very uncomfortable. And I'm wearing a robe. The first rule of wearing a robe is you're not allowed to be uncomfortable. Rules. $1. I guess I don't even want to say it again. Yeah, I'm not going to reiterate. But I highly recommend anyone in Doge, worried about Doge, etc. Highly recommend you go back, watch the beginning of this episode. We went pretty in depth on my feelings here about it, what I think we can expect to see, etc. For me, the only question is how many more Doge BTC sells can I sneak in here before the top? I may readjust my orders here based on this. 904 sats to 1006. Now I do have orders here. Do have orders at both of those levels actually. Put mine up. I'm employing the Tom Crown trading strategy. As I always do. Patent pending. Which involves trading Bitcoin pairs, taking profit directly back into Bitcoin, not into dollars. And using layered limit orders to both enter and exit positions. So where are my orders on Doge BTC? Well, right here. Having filled all of these, I started layering them. I think at 300. 300 is where I started because I already took profit below there in January. I had a limit order at 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650. 700 was my last order to fill. I did not fill 750 yet. Hoping I get to, but I don't really care at this point. Don't even care. So I have them layered up to 1,000. Actually, I don't have any past 1,000. But looking at these extensions, might be looking for 1250. 1250. That sound right? If it is going to make a move for $1, 1250 is probably where I'll be looking. Ah, this is Binance. Does not have all the histories. You know, this is actually looking like it's gonna have to pick up. Gonna have to pick up into the close here. We did have a big wick on this first candle back in the 14th, but that was at resistance. There's no resistance here. This is profit taking. That's a pretty powerful selling candle there. But this doesn't look bad at all. Be wary. Be wary of Doge. If it sells under 36 sats, that's not going to be a great sign. You're going to have to lost support And that may end just this freakish upside. End it. $0.20. Got a local support here, 30 cents. Nope. Yeah, let's call it 30. Rewind the video. We talked about it forever. This is a very high risk entry with, in my opinion, not a high reward potential. Not for crypto. In general, people would call it a high reward potential, but for crypto, no, it's not.
If there's time, I'd like to hear some quick thoughts on $1.
What is up, Crimson Red, my man? What's up, dude? Thank you for the 50 knock. I don't really know how much that is, but it doesn't really matter. I'm in a good mood today. I'd be happy to pull up one for you. Yes. That is reaching up. That is reaching up. 27.5 cents. That's our measure move target. That's what we've been looking for. Still looking for it. Our in-stream trade. We placed this a while ago. I wasn't positive that this 13-cent support would hold. I was looking to make a safer entry down at 10 cents. We didn't get it. Did not get it yet. Could happen in the future. It's not happening now. 27 cents, man. That's just, it's coming. This has been our target for a while. A great place to maybe lock in a little bit of profit. Doesn't mean you have to exit your whole position. Above that, we are looking at 47.7 cents. That is our big old macro. Big old macro. And in our hopes and dreams, $3.13. Maybe by the peak. By the peak of the bull run. Meaning like Ethereum's maybe at 10. Litecoin's maybe at like 5. XRP's still in a lawsuit at that time. Yeah, one step at a time. 27.2 cents. If I was looking to take profit on VET into dollars, that's where I would begin. That was our target on this trade. Didn't fill, but still nonetheless our target. What was that? 1. Yeah, we can look at 1. I haven't forgotten. I don't know why I'm tagging in BTC. Kind of want to just look at what VET's doing against Bitcoin. I'm assuming it's rising. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We're going to look at 1 here. 2 seconds. We'll look at 1 in 1 second. Dun-dun-dunch. 426 sats. So instead of taking profit at 27 cents, which is what I'm sure most of you are going to do, if you're looking to take profit soon, I would look to take profit at 426 sats. That means directly back into Bitcoin. It's not too far away. MACD looks good.
Happy Friday. Thanks again for the one-on-one.
Oh, David, my man, it was great chatting. David and I talked forever. Talked for like 2.5 hours yesterday. It was great chatting, brother. Thank you for the 20, and I hope you're having a great Friday as well. A great Friday. All right, we'll take a look at 1 for Mr. Crimson Red. Crimson Red. All right. We have made some amazing trades in stream on 1. 425%. This was our biggest. I think this was our biggest in stream trade, right here. From just above 1.5 or 1.7 cents all the way to 10. That was amazing. So let's see where we're at now. First things that stand out, not a huge fan of trending under the 20 daily. Don't like that. Do not like that. You have daily resistance. Is also our measured move. Target at 20 cents. It's also psychological. This is a barrier. This is the point to retake 20 cents. May not be super easy as it has really already put on a lot of gains here. But if it can be done... If it can be done, I see absolutely a little range here at 34 cents to 35 cents, and then 46, 47. Those would be my upside targets. I think if we do see a breakup, it's more likely to play like this than it is like this, or like this. That's what I could see happening, but I'm not seeing anything yet that's suggesting upside edge. But we're taking a look here still. Alright. Alright. There's a little goodness here. I need RSI to come down a little bit more on the daily here. I need a little more selling. If you have a little bit more selling, you're going to see a lower low on RSI on the daily with a higher low in price. That's going to give us bullish divergence, something we're always looking for when we're long. Daily MACD still showing selling momentum, though it is waning. Could see something like this. This would be the lower low in price, or the lower low meaning this would bring RSI down for that lower low. And that would set us up for some nice upside action. We don't have it yet. We are still pretty far away from the MACD daily histogram, momentum, whatever, rolling over. We're still pretty far away from that. You can see this has been happening now for 10 days, and we're really not quite there yet. We will have that bullish divergence on our MACD regardless, unless price trades below 1.7 cents. I don't think that's probable in any term, at least in the short term. Weekly resistance, same thing at that 20 cents. That's a really important value. Seemingly a really important value. I love these. I love these moon targets today. 79.9. 79.9. Will we like ever be able to be lucky enough to nail that again? Probably not. Perfect. Measured move was perfect there on the weekly. I'm going to do a little, definitely not TA. I'm going to do a little reverse TA. Don't do this at home, kids. Interesting. 6.7 cents. That's right at the 0.5. Okay. Okay. If we don't see that buying, we don't see that buying, that or selling. We don't see the selling we're looking for. We don't get bullish divergence, and we actually see a real retrace. I would be looking all the way down at 60 or at 6.3 cents. Why? That's the question. Well, this isn't kosher TA. If you're of the fairer mind, look away, because this is some black magic. What I'm doing is I'm looking to fit the retracement to the extension, which we see fits pretty well at this level. And what I'm also doing is then looking to see where that would be in the larger retracement. And that fits really well, so that might be some sorcery. We'll see. There is no guarantee, there is nothing even making that happen. This is just what I would be looking for as the alternative scenario to retesting right away. That's pretty cool. We'll see how that plays out. You know what? I'm gonna even do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the box up. It is okay to miss trades. If you put this here and it never fills, that's okay. It's fine. You don't lose anything. 25. There we go, boys. 25 risk to reward. I'm going to take this down a little bit. Yo, 18. That's just fine. Let's see how it goes. Little moon magic for today. I'm in the robe. Moon magic is to be expected. Nothing has moved except Doge. There we go. Let's take a look at Doge under a microscope because it's the only thing moving. I guess VET, but we just looked at it. Nothing here on the 15 minutes. It's super great looking. Same. No lower RSI low on the 1 hour. 4 hour though, man, the 4 hour still beasting. Look at this ridiculous. Look at this gibberish. Look at that. What even is that? Man, guys, this, if you didn't watch the beginning of the episode and you're in Doge, watch the beginning of the episode. Go back. Replay is enabled. Get the full lowdown, but man, this thing is so heated. Whenever this freaking is topped out, whenever this is topped out, and we won't know when it's topped out, whenever this is topped out, it is going to take so many people down with it. So many. This is going to destroy portfolios. To destroy. Sure what tools to use here. What do you do? I need a spacesuit. $550 watching. What's up, dudes? And dudettes, Doge phenomenal. Oh yeah. What's up, Matilda? ETC. You mean ETH or ETC? Carlos Viega for BCH. Timothy Ortel. Michael Angelo. We looked at VET. We already looked at VET. I looked at VET. Set an alert. So you guys chill. Be warned. I'm a scrub. What's up, the Gully Matrix? Man, dude, Gully Matrix, everyone is the newest person in crypto at some point. Don't feel bad. Every single person that's ever been in crypto at some point was the newest person. There's only one way. Only one way to get out of that position, and that's to stay in crypto until other people join. I haven't looked at this XVG chart. I was going to include it actually in the title today, but I didn't. XVG respecting the crap out of these targets. These are from very long time ago, back in December. This is trading at 0.006 cents. We were looking for 2, 3, and 4 cents respectively, and we got them. Not only did we get them, we got a back test of our basically 0.008 cents. Intra-week, this is on the weekly. Intra-day, or intra-week, we rejected from 2 cents before trading back up to 3. Again, repeat up to 4, back to 3. This thing is actually behaving really well. Next upside target here is pretty easy to discern on Verge. As we've passed the 618, we've back tested the 618 on the weekly. I'm looking for almost 10 cents. 9.8 cents for the Verge. This is a coin that got a lot of people trapped pumping in 2017. Probably going to do it again, but I might be taking profits. Daily momentum looks awesome. No signs, or weekly momentum. I keep forgetting this is the weekly. Momentum looks awesome. No signs of slowing at this point. Moving averages look great. The 200 weekly is curving up. In fact, all of them are. That's rather bullish. Beautiful back test of 4 cents before moving higher. Jeez. No one is paying attention to this coin. Is this a good coin? I don't know. Like technology-wise, I have no freaking clue. Probably not, I would guess. Don't know. But it is just behind the scenes grinding up, man. All-time high at 31 cents. Still a 4x just back to its all-time high. Wild stuff, dude. So stuff. RSI looks a little weird. MACD looks a little weird. It's okay. Bitcoin pair, we're gonna look at it, because that's all that matters anyway. God tier copy. I don't know what it says anymore. Oh, hello. Did these really get stopped out by a freaking penny? I know they didn't get stopped out technically. Didn't trade below them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All of these played. Oh, yeah. That's some spice. Every single one of these trades. Every single one of these trades closed. None were stopped. Wow. Okay. Sure. MACD suggesting a little bullish divergence on the daily. Not really anything to write home about at this point. This is Verge Bitcoin. Lower low. Technically, we also have a bullish divergence here between these lows on RSI, so that's actually good. I didn't notice that at first. Did not stand out at first. Right off that 20. People will say, why do you always talk about the 20 moving average? It's just a number. Why is it any better or worse? It isn't, but for whatever reason, it just you just seem to see explosive moves from it. Don't know. Can't explain it. That's what happened here with the Verge. Let's look at our retracement. This thing has lost a ridiculous amount of value against Bitcoin because it had a ridiculous freaking climb. You're not even really going to be able to see anything here. Even on logarithmic, you can't really see the candles. That's wild. We're going to look at this. This is cool. Verge, you're about to see why so many people got burned on this. So, from the start of 2017 to just, I think, like the first day in 2018, something like that. Nope, the end of December, whatever, 2017. Verge did 99,000% against Bitcoin. In Bitcoin value, not dollars, way more in dollars. Almost 100,000% in Bitcoin. What does that mean? If you owned one Bitcoin right here and you held it and sold it at the top, which I'm sure no one did, no one managed to accomplish that. How many Bitcoin would you get back? I can't even. So 1,000 is 11x. 10,000 is 101x. So 100,000 is. Would you have 1,000, give or take, minus a few, Bitcoin right here? Yes, I think so. If it's not 1,000, then it's 100. I think it's 1,000 though. That is insane. That is insane. Does this line up? Yeah. In dollars, let's see what it did in dollars. It's going to be so crazy. I've never actually gone back and looked at this again. But now is time. Is the time now. Yeah, there we go. So this is, you'll see what I'm talking about here in dollars. In dollars, Verge from 2000, in just 2017, did 2.7 million %. 2.7 million %. 2017. This is why I pay attention to this coin somewhat. It is an S coin. It's destroyed a lot of portfolios. I've made some money on it. But 2.7 million %. That means if you had $1 here of Verge and you sold it here, you would have freaking, what, like 270K or something? I don't know. I can't even do this new math. No, the decimals are too big. 2. $20,000? I don't know. Who knows? Someone use a calculator. Don't know, but you would have had a ridiculous amount. 2.7 million %. Mind-blowing. Anyway, here's the aftermath, and this might be a great lesson for today, guys, because this is certainly not 2.7 million %, but the giant growth that it saw, the insane, mind-melting growth that it saw, was met with a mind-melting sell-off. 98.3% against Bitcoin. This is a great example of why we don't want to be, one, overexposed to altcoin positions, and two, why we don't want to be carrying bags.
The Bitcoin, please? Fire.
Why we don't want to be carrying large amounts of altcoin bags into the bear market. 98.3%. That means if you had one, if you bought one Bitcoin here, now in reverse, if you bought the top, much easier than buying the bottom, selling the top. If you had one Bitcoin here, you would be left at the bottom with 0.0167 Bitcoin. So this is a great lesson of Doge today. Yes, there's crazy upside gains, but those crazy upside gains are also met with crazy downside sell-offs. You don't want to be this guy, turning a Bitcoin into 0.0176. Don't want to do that. Granted, Doge has not gone 2.7 million % this year. That would be crazy. I missed that. Adam Ebener. What's up, man? You analyze the Bitcoin? Of course. We can. Let me finish up with this. So where it is now, like I said, Litecoin's not the only one in this position. There's many coins in this position, some in much greater potential upsides. Verge back to its 0.5 or 0.618 retrace, or 0.618 retraces. 9.5x to the 0.5, 11.5x to the 618. This is a lot more upside potential.
What do you think about the IXI cash? IXI chart.
IXI? I do not know. What's up, Zach Thompson, my man? Thank you for the 5. Honestly, with Bitcoin, dude, there's just nothing going on. You had a nice little test. Oh, did we lose the 20? F me. I just not pay attention.
Hey, Tom, can you take a look at DVT on CoinGecko?
Yeah, but the state of crypto. What's up, man? How are you doing? Happy birthday. That is the state of crypto that we were talking about earlier. Whose birthday is today? And I guess it's streaming on the Twitches tonight. At the state of crypto. Yes, we'll look at that. I need to shizzle. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the 20. Let's look at the 20. Hold up, everybody. I think we lost the precise 20. Oh, no, we didn't. And what the heck was I looking at here? Ah, the 10. It's actually the 10 daily. Cool. Alright, I was worried there for a second. Nobody cares about the 10. Actually, we should. We have not lost the 10. Now I'm actually confused. Is it the 5? What's happening? Is this real life? Am I on a TV show? Huh. I am so lost, man. What in the heck? This is a really old chart. Don't want that. This is such an old chart, I'm having trouble like recognizing stuff. Okay. There we go. Look at these dailies. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Alright, so today's wick. Today's wick down to just about 60,000. Might seem a little spooky, but in reality, it's really nothing. Nothing has happened. Yes, you've gone through 61.8 support, which was resistance, but you've wicked back up. Buyers came in. The 10 moving average was defended. The 20 wasn't even touched. And it even has the potential here in the next hour and 20 minutes to close above the 5. Now, that is buying power. That is not really anything to be worried about. Nothing at all. Bitcoin looks pretty darn good. Like we were talking about in the episode earlier, what I'm waiting for is to see Doge top out. Just like it did back in January. It topped out. As soon as it topped out, Bitcoin ran. It is that close of a correlation. As soon as it topped, Bitcoin went. The support had not been back tested. 60,100. Technically 61.8 was, but it's a little off. But this is not really the end of the world. Especially you close back above. We don't want to be closing lower. We want to close above 61.8. We want to close above 6,100. But this is pretty good. This is pretty solid looking to me, technically. You tested support. You tested support. And it's really just the same. This is the same march that we've been seeing. Interesting. These look really similar. It's like this. That looks really similar. Yeah, it looks super similar. Interesting. Anyway, it's just this looks like the same crap we've seen. Slow ranging, higher highs. We have a new high in April. Had a new high in February. Had a new high in March. Had a new high in January, whatever months. I don't know what the months are. Screw the months. Just business. Business as usual. Really nothing has happened. Bet might hit our 27 cents like today. Cool. Why won't you? Okay. Cool. Doge is still really not doing anything. It is closing up that wick. We talked about that earlier in the episode. It is closing up that daily wick, making it a little cleaner. Ooh, that might be bad. All right, what's these requests? Analyze Bitcoins. We did that. Thank you, Adam, by the way. IXI and then DVT. IXI. I have an IXI chart. I don't think so. Next bothering me now. Ooh. There's no chart. This is not a coin on Trading View. Sorry, my friend Zach. It does not appear as if it's on Trading View. Pixie Cash. Well, I guess because Martin wants us to look at something on DVT, we can see if IXI is on CoinGecko. Here it is. 1127th ranked market cap. Market cap $7 million, 24-hour traded volume, virtually zero. Virtually zero. 12 billion supply with only 4 billion circulating and 2 billion on the team's wallets. Socials look a little calm. Look a little calm here. Three contributors. Bunch of requests. It looks like the requests ended in February though, so where's their development team been? Okay, there we go. There's some additions. No, in March they deleted a bunch. Okay. Not widgets. Is there anything on Beam up? Well, there's a Beam update. I don't even know what this is because they never have it, so I'm interested. Mega Power just activated block V8 GX V6. Cool. I don't know what that is. Big updates. What's interesting here, and this has nothing to do with this honestly, but lift the cap from the current 666 transactions per second. I'm gonna go ahead and guess this isn't doing 666 transactions per second. Its market cap is 7 million, 60,000 trading volume. Would be very surprised to see that they're doing 666 transactions per second. In fact, I'm just going to say they probably aren't, or certainly aren't. So they're solving a problem that didn't really need solving at the time. Seems like a weird use of resources. Ooh, wallet, something bot, I don't know. It's hard to say really anything about this. TBH, let's see where it's traded. I don't know what ViteX is, and I would not trust it at all. So that is a big downside for me, personally. I'm not going to go deposit funds on some random exchange to get this coin. Even if I thought it looked really good, it's a bad risk that you don't need. You already have them? Cool. Then I guess you're bypassing that. Yeah. Does this have like a description or a freaking web page? Here we go. Something about micropayments and data streaming. Sure, let's look at their website and then we'll move on. The only thing that stands out to me that I'm not a fan of is, one, where can you get it? And the answer is on an exchange I've never heard of in my entire life, and I don't like that. But that isn't a problem of the coin, that is a problem of where it's listed. Let's look at their webpage, which isn't going to give us too much information. Hey, they have a cool looking webpage. That's better than not having a cool looking webpage. It's too much text for me to read here, but I like the webpage. It certainly was crafted with care. With care. Thing that stands out to me here is circulating supply. Is this a proof of work coin? Is this a proof of stake coin? I don't know. So where are the other 17 billion coins? I don't know. I'm not sure how they're produced or released. They have 2 billion in team wallets, which is roughly 50% of the circulating supply. For me, that makes me uncomfortable. That's not decentralized. I don't like that. Somebody really can just dump on you. Where are the rest? If the rest are going to be if they're distributed through like a proof of work system or something that is decentralized as a mechanism, then this could be good. That could be fine. I'm not sure. If you're in this coin, I think that's your homework to do. You need to figure out in any coin, especially new ones, where are the coins? How are they being released and what is the mechanism? And for me, that is one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing. DVT for the birthday boy. D-Volt. Circulating supply. Something that's nice here is I don't see any on a team wallet. It doesn't mean there isn't, but I don't see any. Same issue. 370 million out of 2 billion released. Where are the 1.6 billion? How are they going to be released? That is a very important question. Traded volume is 0 for all intents and purposes. $2,100 is not traded volume. And market cap under $1 million. That is something. Let's see where this is traded. So look at this. This is traded on more no, that might not be. This is traded on more exchanges than the other coin we just looked at. I don't know any of these though, and I wouldn't touch any of these either. That is always a problem with small market cap coins. It's not a problem of the coin itself, merely a problem of where it's traded. Let's see. Community-governed driven digital economy designed around the end user. Offers a custom cold reward system. Akin to a mileage program. Sounds like proof of stake. Governance. No masternodes. That's cool. Ooh, no masternodes, no ICO. And a proof of work driven community. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Community economy crap, I don't know. You just have to trust them or ignore them. I choose to ignore everything. But proof of work, no masternodes, no ICO. I'm curious as to what is this cold rewards system? How are these coins being distributed via proof of work, but then also some kind of other system that's distributing rewards? Masternode systems are akin to that. They're a proof of work system. It's a hybrid where anytime a block is solved, they're all a little different, but essentially the hybrid proof of masterwork thing is the chain is proof of work. When a block is solved, the master nodes get a piece of that block. So if there's no master nodes, I wonder if it means like every wallet is considered a master node. I would say that's a better system than a master node system, which is way more centralized. I would say this is interesting. This seems less risky than the coin we just looked at. As proof of work, you've got me sold, man. Proof of work, I'm in. No ICO, proof of work, that meets almost all of the things I like in a coin. But with kind of, you need to get, I don't know, you need to have a little more interest, I suppose. It needs to be listed somewhere where people can actually get it, because as much as I might like the idea, and I might say, oh, I'll get like $50 worth, I'm not going to go to those exchanges, so that just kind of sucks. Let's see the websites. I like the website. I'm certainly no website judge. Nice, they have an Explorer. They have an Explorer that's operating. That'd be actually pretty cool. Especially for a coin that has like no volume. Yeah, I don't understand what I'm looking at. Interesting. Well, it answers the question. See, that's a big thing for me is it answers the question of where are the other coins. The other coins are in Coinbase rewards, aka mining block rewards. They're called Coinbase reward. That's where those coins are. I like that. I like to know where they are. If I don't know where they are, I don't want the coin, really, in general. So proof of work, cool. You got my thumbs up there. I wish I could get it somewhere that wasn't these random exchanges. There we go. There's a little breakdown of some small caps there. Wish you both the best, guys. Whatever I say, it doesn't matter to you. It's irrelevant. These are just my thoughts on them. I have a very unique thought process in crypto in general. Not many people share my views. That's always been true. So don't get discouraged. That's the coin for you that you're riding to the moon, man. Then saddle up, buckle up. What's moving? KCS is moving. I was just talking to someone about KCS, one of our trade setups a while ago. Going. Or maybe it wasn't one of our trade setups. Don't actually. Like KCS. That's a nice wick though on the daily. Whew, wild. Build selling. Still hasn't hit 2130. Strange. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty decent. It's pulled back a little. After hitting BTC pair resistance, pulled back a little bit. Not quite to the 0.5, but that wick on the daily is something. That is something. Yeah, bullish divergence there. Looks like it wants to retest 2,937 sets. I'm bored of that one. That chart's not that interesting. ZIL making moves, SC making moves. Neo, that's what we talked about earlier. Dash talked about earlier. You know what? I'll add Zen. I'll add Zen to that list too. Zen is not a bad one. DCR, sweet. DCR is a decentralized coin as far as I know. Ooh, my headphones are gonna die. Just got the death beep. Got the death beep on these headphones. Oh well. That was a good. I'm gonna go back to the chat for a wee bit. 700 or 473 watching. I'm dyslexic. Cool. We're over 2 hours in. Kind of surprised we still have this much viewership, but I'm not complaining. Good to have you guys here. If you haven't hit the like button for the new stream, I see we got 20 dislikes though.
Ground control to Major Tom. Elton John called he misses his robe. Keep it up. Much love, brother. Grin.
Thanks, Navid. I appreciate you. Appreciate the 10. Thank you for your donation. And I'm glad you like the robe, my friend. It is the moon robe. We're going to wear this on moonish occasions, so don't get too used to it. 21 dislikes. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate dislikes as well. So if you want to dislike instead, you can dislike. Just hit one of the buttons of the thumbs and you've engaged with the stream, and that's all that really matters. So headphones are dead. Crap. That's all that matters. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribble button. We're live here with TA, taking requests, looking at coins every single day. If we're not live, we are hanging out in the Discord. Links in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. Join us there. 24/7 live stream, technical analysis, educational. So educational content. And it's the best way to keep up with our live streams. YouTube does not send out notifications often, so we get shadow banned all the time, so join us there, and you will get a notification. And last but not least, check out Patreon. Links also pinned and in the chat. Don't sign up now, though. Please don't sign up today. Wait till the 1st of May, or you will get charged again on the 1st. I don't want people to get screwed. I'm just too nice of a guy. Check it out for the first one-on-one crypto tutoring, training, mentorship, whatever you want to call it, available there. Sold out. Sold out of our one-on-one slots the first day this month, as we did last month. So if it's something you're interested in, get ready May 1st. Sit there, hit refresh like you're trying to buy a PS5. But what we also have is small group seminar TA Q&A discussions. Weekly, we have patron nights every week, social events. What else do we have? Daily publishes on the Patreon. Daily publishes, trade setups, charts, technical analysis, macro market insights, the big news that I don't post regular news, the big news. All kinds of value there, guys. The Patreon is a huge value. We have tons of our current patrons here tonight. And man, with the way we've been hitting these trade setups, I don't think anyone probably has anything negative to say at this point. Ramen Tutian. You ready? Yeah, my headphones are dead. I can't hear the alerts anymore. Welcome, Ramen. Enjoy those emojis, man. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, there's the shill. The shill's done. BNB and B. Yeah, we look at BNB. Why not? BNB and have a look at XRP. BNB looks like your boy, the Crown, selling the top on BNB. Is this the top? Top? Probably not. But at least the top for that move. Let's see. It's a pretty deep retracement there. Let's actually get us out. Higher time frame. Don't want to start zoomed in or else your thoughts will be zoomed in. 0, 0. I know you guys want to look at USD, but I don't, so deal with it. I'm just kidding, we'll look at it. That actually does not look hot. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Alright, 20 daily. This is the daily, yeah. 413. Not a bad spot to look for support. Ooh, that's a little ugly too. We do see this on almost every coin, so I wouldn't worry too much. But we have bearish divergence on the daily RSI highs. Let's check the MACD. The MACD disagrees. MACD says higher high, no bearish divergence. Buying momentum is waning from that high, and we're seeing that pretty noticeably just via, I don't know, red candles. Pretty easy to spot. Support at $333 for BNB on the daily. More locally and near the 20 daily moving average, $400 for the daily support, but we're going to look even farther out. There we go. Weekly support at 300. That's also likely going to be a psychological level. That's the first significant support that I would look to. Potentially a good play there if price does, in fact, make it back. Please not great. All right. 20. 12-hour 20 being tested here. Not convinced by the buying we're seeing at that 12-hour 20 moving average, but we do have bullish divergence lining up. We have a lower low in RSI, and we don't have a lower low in price yet. We would if we touched that 403/20 daily, but we're not there. We just aren't there yet. Wait. Did it hit exactly our target? Where is this? Why is this Doge? What? There we go. This was the chart I was looking for. Oof. Gotta navigate through that. Just shy of our measured move, $652. Bummer. Bummer. Only up to 635. Psychological 500s there. So close yet so far. I was thinking maybe it hit perfectly. Did not. So I'm not seeing 12 hours still in selling momentum. There's no signs of that slowing down yet. Same with the 4 hour. That's not ideal. 6 hour, 4 hour, maybe even the 1 hour. 1 hour's really the only thing. Get a little buying momentum, a little bullish divergence on your lows on this hourly. But man, there's just not... certainly I'm not saying BNB is screwed, but I'm just not seeing signs of reversal yet. It had a really, really strong run. Not seeing the reversal yet. What I could see, what I think is probable, is a test of 558. Could see as high as 577. Even if we're going to explore lower lows, we could see a sell-off there. See a sell-off there. But I'm looking for this selling to retrace, even if it wants to go lower. So that actually lines up really well with what we're seeing here. Seeing these little momentum legs, and maybe that's what we see here as well. I don't know why people want to look at BNB. It's just kind of retracing some of these gains. It's not doomed. It doesn't look that bad. Because when we zoom out, you'll see this is actually forming a pretty dependably bullish breakout structure. If it continues to do that. Seeing a descending wedge. These break up. I don't know. In bullish conditions in the crypto market, like 90% of the time, maybe. We just have to see it complete. We don't really know how long that's going to take. Alright, I'm moving on. I'm bored of that. I'm bored of the BNBs. So. Vet KCS, we looked at it. ZIL, we did not. BS3, BCH. Look at BCH quick. And maybe ZIL. Or our boy Ryan if he's watching. BCH, pretty much looking for 1350 in USD pair. I'm looking for 0.02 in Bitcoin pair. 1350 in USD pair. So we were talking about Litecoin in the beginning. I want to make sure you guys don't think I was just shilling Litecoin. As much as I love it, as much as I'd love to shill it, that's not my goal. My goal here was this. BCH, same setup. This is exactly, we were talking about this in the last patron day. Talking about going long on it here. Rico S talking about the breakout play. We got it. This is a better choice than Doge right now. And I don't like BCH. That's my personal thing. I'm not a fan of it. That doesn't matter. Charts are charts. This is undervalued versus Bitcoin. Look at how far down. This has been 3 years of selling lower lows. And then in March, we see what is potentially the bottom. The more suppressed, the more sold off against Bitcoin a coin is, in my opinion, this is how I view the value over or undervalued of coins. BCH very low, still near its bottom. This is undervalued. That means to me there is more potential upside. That's how I do it. BCH showing it. You know, like now we can say, duh, it's going up, but this wasn't going up when we looked at it. Now it's putting on some serious gains. That sets you up for more upside. Things that are maxed out or at their all-time highs like Doge against Bitcoin, well, they might not have as much upside to go. Doesn't mean they don't have any. Doesn't mean they can't double or triple. But they're unlikely to outgain from where they are versus something like this. MACD momentum's good. No signs of waning. RSI also good on BCH. Finally, this is one of the only coins on the daily that looks good. RSI that doesn't have bearish divergence. Weekly it does. What a weird coin. It's such a weird coin. It's just not my jam. Weekly resistance 1760. Yep, and that was the next target above when we looked at it earlier. 1350, the immediate target. As you can see, this has actually behaved really well. It's done a lot of testing of resistance, then testing of support, testing of resistance, support. Very cleanly. This 776 back to 443, tested 443 again. 1350. That's, for me, it may then come back to 776. I don't know. This is high probability. 1765, the target above there, also pretty reasonable and on the table at this point. CH looking not bad, dudes. Not bad. It likely will get a bunch of FOMO at some point, just how it goes. But that's what you're looking for. I wish I would have brought that chart up when I was talking. You're looking for low against Bitcoin value. Oh yes, ZIL. I am the master of freaking ZIL, bros. At 3 cents, we were going freaking long. Looking at this magic. Huge, huge inverse head and shoulders. This chart is still inverted from when we were looking at it. Let's take a look at where ZIL is now. No clean backtest to 1733. I think I can live with that, though. It is completed, in my opinion. It could still do 1733. Probably not. I think it's broken out. I think it's confirmed the giant inverse head and shoulders. And I think it's going to go into price discovery now. Immediate upside target 28.6. We're going to take a look at some moon math here as well. So let's connect our highest point to our lowest point. Let's just see where this ends up. 1618 sitting at $4.12. That's a wild jump from here. Nice 20x. And our 2 measure move 24. That's 100x exactly from. So are we gonna hit that? I don't know, man. That's just what the extension says. Peak price in this run, in this cycle, $4. Yeah, that's totally doable. Peak. That means when every other coin also, like Bitcoin could be in the 6-figure range at that point. Ethereum could be in the 5-figure range.
Big Papa Tom's are on point as
That's possible.
always.
It's not that crazy.
Can you look at algo
These market
reviews,
caps have grown in
PVs,
ways
or
we never
choice?
would have expected. Man, this thing got this. I got a ping free. Where are you? Zil, buddy. Zil. Dude, this was such a good call. This was such a good call. I have no idea when we did this. Back in November, December, we were looking at this, something like that. You can just see it. You saw it building. It's the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the back touch, and then just complete it. This is one of my favorite charts. I talked about this for weeks and weeks about how much I love the way this looks. Thank you, loud motorcycle guy outside. No, I don't. Yep, and there it is. Another example of off the 20, moving into price discovery through the 20 daily is always on fire. All right. Daniel Lehman. Yeah, I can take a look at one of the two. Probably not going to do any more requests though, guys. We've been on for like 2.5 hours. I haven't been enforcing the $10 request thing. So we've done a lot of requests and kind of requested out. So let's take a look at this. Dang, we didn't get the backtest on algo. That's a fun little observation. A lot of resistances being broken and not backtested as support. That's not the end of the world. What it is just a pattern. Seeing a pattern. This is funky junky. What the heck? This is very funky. What is that? Just a pattern. So what we might take away from that information, nice, already hit the 1618, is, well, maybe we'll see other coins skip their back tests of resistance. Maybe they won't test them as support. That's what we've been seeing, and we can complain about it, or we can try to use it moving forward. All right, I can see $3 here, a little doubling. A little double. 260 to. This is really strange looking. I will say that actually this is maybe the exact same thing. Very similar. Higher low, that's not bad. You didn't have really any issues with this high. It was undisputed, the highest point in RSI and in MACD's histogram. I do not know what to say about this. This is weird looking to me. I don't see too much of it, but inverting it actually kind of looks like it break. I don't know. This is an odd looking coin. Could be. We could declare this, say, a cup and handle of sorts. This is just very unusual. Typically, I don't like these ascending channels. I expect them to break down. So that's not a great sign. Maybe that 76 cents is on the books. In the cards. I don't know. That's odd. Yeah, maybe the weekly looks less weird. I don't know. Not necessarily abandoned ship, but this is just an odd looking chart, man. Alchemist Dodge at a buck is only 2x away. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, you could maybe enter it. Maybe it's not guaranteed. Maybe it goes to $1. Are you going to sell it all at $1? Probably not. You're probably going to end up holding it back down. But that is at most a 2x, like to $1 anyways. 2x. That's not that much upside. This whole episode has been about coins with more upside than Doge. Anything that's low against Bitcoin. Any alt BTC pair, if it's down at the bottom of the chart, that's where I'd be looking. I would not be looking at an alt that is at its all-time high against Bitcoin. That's not a good bet. Not a good bet. Really easy way to judge if you think a coin is overvalued or undervalued. Really easy way. Play this again. Just arbitrarily throw that up there. Just a trade on. Let's see if that fills. Alright, we've been live for like 3 hours-ish. 420 watching. Right on, bros. I think it's probably time. Yeah, the daily close is coming soon, but who cares? Who cares? It's Friday. Let's everybody go have a drink. You've earned it. Been a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement the last 48 hours. Get some rest. Have a beer. If you don't drink, have a juice. Whatever. Nothing has moved here. Doge is looking kind of calm into this close. Testing that local 37.1. Change. Bitcoin is just not moving. Litecoin is really obviously flagging on the 1 hour, but unfortunately, guys, you know, I don't trust flags in crypto. They don't seem to work. So regular traditional TA would say, oh, it's going to break up and test 324. Just don't think they work in crypto, man. I just don't see them play out often. Ethereum really just following Bitcoin here in the boring train. Not really doing much. Higher low. Higher low. ZZZZ. Anyway, tomorrow's Saturday. We will be back. We'll be streaming tomorrow. So catch us tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're in Discord. Discord links in the chat. Pinned to the top. You'll get a notification for our stream. I'll put this exact chart up in the Discord. live streaming. So you can follow along overnight, see what's going on with the chart we were looking at today. I'm going to do that now so you know I'm serial. So you know I'm serial. Boom, boom. Hey, chart's up. The chart is up. Here, there I am. Proof. So join the Discord. Join us tomorrow for our stream. I love you guys. In the meantime, overnight, your homework. Check out the Patreon. If you're looking to invest in yourself, become a better trader, consider signing up May 1st. Don't sign up today. If you do, be aware that you will be charged again May 1st. I don't have any control over that. Nothing I can do. You guys are the best. Bullish dreams, everybody. See what happens. Could be an interesting weekend. I have a feeling. Thanks for joining us. Love you all. Crown out.